Hello and welcome to another episode of Kia Electric News. First up, the latest news on the 2024 Hyundai Group Integrated Charger Control Unit recall. No news on the recall in the EU or the UK yet, but I was contacted during the week by Ron Faciel in Australia in the comments, who sent me a link to the Australian recall website page. That page also has all of the affected VIN numbers. The Australian update has a recall number of 241041. I expect that number to be the international number that we all see. If anyone in the EU or the UK has had the recall number 241041 installed, please let me know, because it'd be useful to know if it's actually rolling out in the rest of the world. On the subject of integrated charging control units, a few of you have sent me a link to a YouTube channel, Ed's Garage, where he does a teardown of the ICCU. Thank you to Nick Fisher and Brian Martin for that. According to a thread on EV forums, he does get some of the connectors wrong, but I think he also admits that. Also, he makes some weird charging suggestions about really slowing down the AC charging speed to protect the ICCU, which I don't think are valid for 220 volt versions of the ICCU, just to make you aware of that. I'll put a link up here. During the week I did a video on a new US TSB for the EV9 headlight module software update, which cures a 12 volt phantom drain problem, and also the Ioniq5 and 6 TSB that was released in the US for the electric oil pump problem causing turtle mode symbol. No news yet on whether or not this has reached the EV6. Since then, the EV9 headlight software update has also appeared in the UK as recall number 240053. That's the EU-UK recall number I predicted in last week's news episode. Gary Buck, my Australian correspondent, has sent me the following information on the Australian EV6 Niro EV Driveshaft recall, which previously came out in Korea and the USA. Recall numbers are 241021 and 241022. A full list of affected VINs are also available on the webpage. A link is in the show notes, and I'll also put a link to the original US TSB. These new EV charging features are coming to Google Maps, according to Electrek. Google's new Maps features help EV drivers find exact information about EV chargers' locations, planned charging stops and road trips, and more. Navigating to charging stations and finding exactly where the chargers are, like in a multi-level car park or a parking lot, can sometimes be more of an effort than it should be. Google says that in the coming months it will start to show AI-powered summaries in Google Maps that describe a charger's specific location based on millions of user reviews posted daily. Directions will get even more specific, since reviews about EV chargers now prompt for additional details like what type of plug you used and how long you had to wait. You'll soon see nearby EV chargers on the in-car map, including real-time port availability and charging speed. This update will roll out globally in the coming months, starting with EVs with Google built-in, such as those built by Volvo, Polestar and GMC. The most ideal EV charging stops will soon be suggested based on your charge level when you enter a multi-stop road trip on Google Maps. There's also a new EV charger filter on google.com/travel available now to find hotels that have on-site charging. I'm not exactly sure how many of these features will appear on Hyundai Group vehicles, but I would guess new cars with CCNC will get some of this, and we will get a few on normal Google Maps. The Korean car blog is suggesting that a June release for the facelifted EV6 and September for the facelifted EV6 GT. You can see a spy shot of the GT in this image. Hyundai Motor Group has signed an agreement for strategic cooperation with Toray Industries, a pioneer in carbon fibre and composite material technology, to advance material innovation for a new era of mobility. Toray Industries specialises in fibres and textiles, performance chemicals, carbon fibre composite materials, environmental engineering and life science. Toray Industries is renowned for being the global leader in carbon fibre, a material widely adopted in advanced industries such as automotive and aviation due to its lightweight, high strength and heat resistance. The partnership aims to secure capabilities to develop lightweight and high strength materials for environmentally friendly and high performance vehicles. A joint R&D area includes carbon fibre reinforced polymer, which is CFRP, parts that are expected to improve the performance of EV batteries and motors. Through the partnership, Hyundai Motor Group expects to support its long-term electrification strategy, enhance customer experiences and ensure vehicle safety. The Korea Herald reports that Hyundai Mobis said on Monday that it will begin conducting test rides of level 4 autonomous driving in Incheon this month to accelerate the commercialization of self-driving vehicles. The Society of Automotive Engineers categorizes autonomous driving in 6 levels, ranging from 0 to 5. Level 4 autonomous driving requires the vehicle to perform the majority of driving tasks independently. Mobis has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Incheon Free Economic Zone and Incheon Technopark to join efforts to nurture startups that can innovate smart mobility. According to Hyundai Mobis, about 20 startups, partner firms, research institutes and universities will participate in the test driving project. Under the memorandum, the test vehicle will be able to drive on a 60-kilometre course covering urban areas in Songdo and Yeongdo through the first half of next year. Hyundai Mobis credited the Incheon municipal government for allowing the inner city drive. Hyundai Mobis underlined that it will be a rare chance to test the autonomous driving technologies in a city ride instead of a highway drive. The auto parts maker plans to secure meaningful data from urban driving covering a long distance with expectations that this test will help advance its autonomous driving solutions. Hyundai Mobis will apply the computing technology that has been optimized for level 4 autonomous driving and load high-performance processors that can replace dozens of microcontroller units, which are semiconductors responsible for controlling the vehicle. As I mentioned last week, the US Kia EV9s received a new Maps over-the-air update, but it also received some new driver cluster themes which you can purchase. EV9 owners will soon be able to personalize their vehicle's cockpit with their favorite NBA team colors and logos. Display themes will initially be available on the EV9, but are expected to become available on more Kia models in the future. Display themes inspired by NBA's 30 iconic teams can be purchased via the Kia Connect store. NBA themes will be available starting April the 9th, followed by the end of the NBA regular season and the buzz leading up to the playoffs. The Korean car blog reports that the EV version of the Kia Stinger has now been cancelled. KCB says that back in June we were informed that Kia was already working on the GT1 project, an all-electric Stinger sedan replacement to be called the EV8. We also have seen it in Kia's Union new car production schedule in December, but it looks like that strategy has been modified. We heard some news regarding this cancellation, and before publishing it we have asked our sources within the industry that confirm that the GT1 project has been scratched. And finally, I'll leave you with this Kia design team video. It's quite interesting and inspiring, I think, so it's worth a look. So take a look behind the scenes at Kia design and how Opposites United is being used to create relevant and meaningful experiences. That's all for this week. As usual, links to all stories and videos are in the show notes in the description. Please support this channel by pressing like or subscribe to never miss an episode, or you can also give super thanks. You can also support this channel in the UK by using my Octopus referral codes in the description. Thank you for watching.